friends, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'll be discussing some basic SQL interview questions on the database. So that is my SQL queries, basic queries. So we'll get started. First thing, there are two tables that I've already created, that is employee table and the department table. So in employee table, there is an employee ID, there is first name, last name, gender, position, department ID and salary. And in the department table, there are two columns, department ID and department name. This department ID from the department table and this department ID from the employee table, this is a common column. Alright, so we can use joins in here as well. So we'll get started with the questions. Okay. So these are few of 6 interview questions which I'll be showing and the solutions to these questions. So the first question here is return the employee record with maximum salary. Now what does this question mean is the whole record with the maximum salary. So now in this case you can see there is 15,000. So 1,50,000. This record, this whole all the columns should be displayed. This record is having the maximum salary. So how do we write the query for that? The query for this will be select star from. Now why star from? Because all the fields, that is the record which is consists of all the fields that will be displayed. Okay, so select star from employee. We have to use the where keyword, where salary, this is the column which I want, where salary is equal to, again I want this to select the maximum salary from employee. Okay, then semicolon, and here you go. So this is the record with the maximum salary and all the fields have been also displayed of that record. So this is how we have to solve this question. The question is, I'll repeat it, that is return the employee record with maximum salary. Okay, now next question here is select the highest salary in the employee table. Okay, if I just watch this windows here like this. Yep. Now I want to select the highest salary in the employee table. Now the second query or the second question is saying me that I want only the salary. Okay, the amount. I don't want the whole record. The difference between the first two questions is here it is asking for the whole record, and that is each and every detail of that person who is having the highest salary. And in the second question, it is just asking you to give the highest salary. We don't want a name, we don't want its last name, we don't want its position, we don't want anything. Okay, so I'll just show the query for that. You have to write a select max salary from employee. So I've used here the keyword as max. So if you want, you can watch my previous videos. I've also shown the different types of clauses, the different types of views or joins. So if you want, if you have any question regarding the syntax, you can watch this previous videos and get it cleared. So this is how we use the maximum keyword. All right. So now let's check what the answer is. That is 1,50,000. Okay, so this is my maximum salary. This was the answer to the second question. The third question here, I want us select the second highest salary in employee. So how do we find the second highest salary? So in this type, I'm using a subqueries. You can do it in many ways, but I feel subqueries is much more easier. So I will write the query first and then I will tell what is the logic behind it. So it is select maximum salary from employee. Then I will put a condition where salary is not in. It is not in. Select maximum salary. Again, I'll tell that I've also shown how to use this not in keyword in my clauses video. You can just refer those videos for your guidance. Alright. Now see what happens here is we are selecting the maximum salary from the employee table, which will be this 1,50,000. But now what was the case I want here, the condition I'm putting here is that this selected maximum salary, it should not be in what? Again, I put a second query, which is sub query, that is maximum salary. So here in this position, the value will be 1,50,000. So this salary which I'm getting here max, it should not be 1,50,000, but the second salary, the second highest salary it will take. So if you want to see the table, we'll show you the table here itself. I've also created the table. Okay, so this was my table. Okay, so here you can see this is 1,50,000. The second salary is 1 lakh. Okay, the second salary, the second highest is 1 lakh. So this salary will be displayed here. Now I have written is only select maximum salary. I have not written the query as select star from. So hence only that value will be printed. You can just see this value. This is the value. This is the second highest salary. Similarly, third highest can be found by using the same subquery. Okay. So this was the third question. I'll move on to the next question, which is select range of employees based on ID. It means that the interviewer can give you some range that I want to display people from only the range between 3 and 6. What 3 and 6? 3 and 6 is employee ID or department ID or any of these questions. So he can give you a range. For that, we have to use the between keyword. Okay, so I'll write a select star from. Now why star from? Because I want all the records to be displayed, all the fields to be displayed of those records. So select star from employee where, now I have got a column here, you can just see I've got a column here which is named as employee ID. So I will write here is where employee ID between 3 and 6. So what will happen? The 3, 4, 5, 6. These records will be displayed. Only 3, 4, 5, 6 because the data which is between 3 and 6. Okay. So we'll just see how it is printing. So this is how it will show. Alright. This 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. The next question here I want, So the next is we have to return a number. Now these last two questions, they are the join questions because there it comes the part of department table also. So we have is return employee name, highest salary and the department. Now what is my table? See, what is the question? We have to return the employee name, highest salary and department. So we have got the employee name, we have got the highest salary, but the department is present here. So we will be sorting out this. Okay, we will be using joins in this. Now we have to okay, now this is the highest salary record. So I will be returning its name, its salary and its corresponding, what is it, 222, that is the developer. So that its corresponding department. So this is what is expected from this question, that is we have to find the highest salaries department and we have to display that. Okay, first we have to find the highest salary and then its department. So how do we solve it? We'll see. Okay, first thing, we'll write a select. Now we have specified as the fields that we want. We have specified as the fields, that is the employee name, highest salary. So I'll write as employee E dot first name. I'll tell what is E dot. I'll be saying it. Then I want E dot last name, the name I want. Then I want E dot salary and I want D dot department name. This is the column, right? Column name is DEPT name. Okay, from employee inner join department on E dot employee ID equal to D dot employee ID, and the condition I want here is where salary is in this case. Let us select maximum salary from employee. Okay, I'll just explain this query how it is. What are they asking for? The name. So I've taken the first name then the last name. I've created a variable of the table employee so that I don't have to write here employee everywhere. So I've created a variable employee variable. So I'm accessing the table, this employee tables column with the help of this variable. So we are taking this dot first name, dot last name, and dot salary because these are fields of the employee table. Then I've also created, oh god, I didn't create a department D. Alright, so we're going to get an error over here, but we'll just solve it. I have to also create a department D as I've written as employee. So here it will be D dot department name. Then this is from employee. Now this inner join, why? Because we have two columns common as I had shown. As I shown, this two column department ID and this department ID, this is common. So hence department ID is common. I have written employee ID. It's my mistake, I'm sorry. And then we have to write as where salary in select maximum salary from employee. So I'll just, this is going to be an error. I'll just write it again. D dot from employee inner join department D on, now this will be department ID because that column is common, that is DEPT and ID. This column is common. Okay, and then enter, and then the where clause, where condition, where the salary is the maximum salary from employee. Now you can see how is this answer we are getting. What I had said, this is the Kelly Drew is the one person with the maximum salary 1,50,000, and what is her department ID is 22. So this 22 here it is going to match in this table. What is the 22 table? Here is 22. So what we have to do, select maximum salary from employee, and what is this name? Corresponding name is developer. So we are also taking the developer field as we have shown here, D dot department name. Okay, this is the part for the first question, that is we have to select the maximum salary and we have to put an inner join to display its department name. Now there's one more complex query, not too complex but somewhat little bit complex than this, and that query is the next question. So next question is returning the highest salary, employee name, department name for each department. Now what is the difference between these two questions? In the first question it was asking you only for the highest salary, person with the highest salary and its corresponding department name. But in the second question it is asking you department wise highest salary. So from each department we have to find out the highest salary. So it's very easy to do the same. It's very easy. I'll just show again the same procedure, that is select star from, because I want to display okay, I won't display all the fields, I'll display only few, that is first name, last name, then salary, then D dot department name, only these things I want. Okay, from employee I'm creating a variable that is Eve. Again inner join because we have a common column, inner join, then department, and I'm creating a variable D on, we have a common column that is department ID, which is equal to D dot department ID. Alright, now there is a complex query here. That is, we have to first find out is where. What we want, the highest salary. So I'm going to write as where salary in, select maximum salary from employee, group by department name. Sorry, the column which is common, we have to use that only. So we have to use the department ID. We cannot group by department name because that column is not common in both the tables. The common column has to be written there. So it is going to group it according to that. Now I'll just first see how it is. First I'll explain it. What does this thing mean? Okay. So what is this asking is, we have to take first name, last name, salary and department name from the employee table with the variable E. You have to do is inner join department D on, there is a common column, there is department ID, department ID. So what is this? Where salary in? I want the highest salary. So we are writing the query for the highest salary. But now also I want this, we have to group them according to the department. So we have to use a group by clause. I've also posted a video on this. You can refer that video to see the syntax or the meaning of how to use a group by clause. Okay. So group by department ID. Now we'll just see the result first, and then we will be comparing it with the tables. So this is what the result is. I'll show the table. Now this was my table. Alright. See, there are three departments: testing, developer and training. For testing team, if you see, there is 111. The highest salary is 8,000. So for the testing team, they have shown me the highest salary as 8,000. Okay. The next here is developer 222. Now what happened here is, 222. Here is a 222. We have got 1, 2, 3 records with the highest salary is 1,50,000. So from developer team, I have highest salary is 1,50,000. Next is a trainee. That is 333. The 333 is, there are 2 records. That is this thing is 55,000, and this 333, this is 35,000. So highest salary is 55,000. So this is 55,000. So they have been displaying department wise highest salary, and only those columns, that is first name, last name, salary and the department name. And if you want, you can also use your ascending and descending order or those clauses. It is up to you how you want it to be displayed. Alright, so these were the 6 questions I had, and those were the solutions to the 6 questions. These are probably asked questions in the interviews of technical interviews. They ask these questions regarding the database. This is the question using regarding MySQL. So if you have any questions, you can ask me in the comment section below. I will be answering your questions. And if you want any different solution or some changes, you can also mention that in the comment below. Thank you so much for watching, and please don't forget to like, subscribe and share. Thank you.